that also live in Bauchi because of urban-rural migration. A lot of Bauchi professionals, people outside of Bauchi working, paying pay to their respective states of residence. You know, in Abuja here, your pay is not paid to your state of origin. You know? It's paid to your state of residence. I'm sure you're aware. So, for this population, make do with what you have in your state. It's a mix of both southerners and northerners that live in Bauchi.
No, but Dr. Majeed, also looking at the politics of it, given the fact that a percentage in terms of the ratio of distribution going to states that will be based, derivation will take more. Derivation 60%. Apparently is taking 60%. Population that used to take what? 60%?
And we are saying that is a progressive,
or 50.
That's a progressive move towards proper tax utilization. If you do by
population
but no,
or
by
equality.
By derivation, 60%. It means if I pay taxes here, I am assured that more of those taxes will come back to me.
That's the argument of the federal government.
And I'm saying it is a good idea. You know, I'm not a friend of this government. But see, on this one, anybody resisting this, it's like we are trying to justify your own poverty because of your ability to work hard. And we are saying states like Anambra, Abia, Imo are very low in VAT generation. You know why? Most of their indigenes do not reside in these states. They live in those cities where you see most heavy taxes. And they know this. So they know that if they return taxes to Lagos more than to Anambra, it is because the Igbo man in Anambra who lives there, in Lagos who lives there, will benefit from that humongous money he has contributed to. So they understand that, look, this is what it is. Now, the Northern government understand that similarly, in your own states too, you have people of southern origin that reside there. Why have young people that have moved out instead of getting pastors to other parts of the country? They are paying taxes from those people, either as businesses or individuals. And they're saying they will return it back to there for their benefits.
So the more people you even have, the better if they're productive.
So now, if you now look at this, why is Lagos having such large population? Why are some other states having larger populations? You now look at the quality of governance, freedom of religious practice, equity, national integration, level of integration. States will start working towards that to say, look, you can live here and be whatever you want to be and prosper and progress. Because now recognize that everybody is important. This will even break down the dichotomy between these and settlers. Knowing that, okay, the tax we actually get to know is because the other that pays tax in Sabongeri market is also equal to the Fatima that pays tax in Kwatinkwori market. You will now know that without that tax, this money would have been reduced. So you will now learn to accommodate Ada and make her feel part of Kano. So it's not possible to be Ada, Igbo, and Kano. Then those in Lagos now will now realize that, oh, so the tax money comes to Lagos is because of we, the people. Nobody can now tell an Igbo man not to vote in Lagos or what to voted for. Because the money that comes to this state, this generation, is coming from us.
So it will be basically about productivity.
Yes.
Working with the people who are domiciled in your state.
But to give some level of equal sense of belonging. So population and equality takes the remaining 40%.
Yeah.
It is okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because the Bauchi State Governor, Bala Mohammed, was making a strong statement and saying it is going to cause anarchy if it's not returned. Those are strong statements that is capable of driving that level of ignorance to those.
That's what I said. I do not support any position around this bill. On regional and ethnic basis, it is not making sense. But an industrial group like the NLC, beyond what they claim to be not an opposition, which is so flawed if you ask me, if the NLC has studied the bill to say, no, on principle, we think this provision is not good. Like yesterday, I was it yesterday or this morning, I was watching a former Northern governor who said, I think the chairman of the new tax body is also going to be the CEO. So you think that there's a conflict in that the board should be separate from management. That is a valid point. If you also think that 60% is too much, then there's not right for this. You can put it forward and say, okay, we don't think we're right for this. We think we should still manage what we have, given our current situation, so that we will not distort what is already on ground. It's a valid argument. You can also give reasons. Don't ethnicize. Look, as a public analyst, I will never rationalize religionizing or ethnicizing an issue such as tax when it does not conflict anybody's religion. It's a policy. Let us discuss as individuals. Those that are for can be northerners, can be southerners, can be Christian, can be Muslim. Those that are against on principle can be Yoruba, can be Tinubu sons and daughters. Doesn't matter. It should be based on the issues at hand. Now, the bottom of this issue of inheritance in tax, If you read through the 400-page document of that tax reform bill, there's no word called inheritance in the entire bill.
Yeah.
It's not. Somebody brought that up to give up sentiments, and I'm saying I am neither for or against the bill totally, but that's what I think I really, really love and appreciate. Derivation. It's something that it's an idea I've played it in my head for a long time.
We recall the minister of the FCT when he was governor of Rivers State to saying, see, when we generate our tax, let us keep it, because then some states were like, oh, be your brother's keeper. Some of us will go hungry if it's not distributed.
I'll give an example. Recently, those that live in estates, gated communities, we have been asked to pay tenement rates to AMAC. We found out we weren't paying tenement rates because we're an estate.
Yeah.
For a long time, estate management and AMAC have been on the matter back and forth. So this December, they brought, late last year, they brought a notice to our respective residences to say, we're now to pay social amount for tenement rates. So I asked the management, how did you put an AMAC arrive at this amicable solution? They said yes. We have agreed that they should collect tenement rate. However, when they collect it, social percentage will come back to this estate for estate development work. I said, please pay, I'm interested. Because I now have my management of my estate responsible to say, AMAC has remitted social amount back to you guys out of the monies we paid. Why are you not fixing our bridges, our roads, our water supply system? You see, it's something you can now hold the local authority. Yeah. I've always been an advocate of returning taxes, not just to stay. Let me even tell you this. If this bill sails through, for me, the city should not return to your state. It should be further broken down to local government and ward where they came from. So that they form part of the budgetary provisions for schools, for hospitals, for roads. So, for instance, if you live in local government and tax was generated from there, they say because you pay social amount in tax, 6% of it has been returned, and it is going to take care of your children's public school system. You can monitor, you can track, and you'll be happy paying taxes. But now it is among us. Nobody knows who is paying for who. So it's like all for one and one for all. But when you know that it is one for one, look, I want to know. It's like, those of you that live in Abuja, when you pay your facility fee, nobody can mess with it now, because nobody messes with it. Nobody.
All right.
It's going to be like that.
All right.
So they can agree and disagree. The bill is not Quran, it's not Bible. Not on religious, ethnic, or regional lines. It's dangerous.
Well, sadly, it has been the North versus the others. With even though the other regions have been quiet, it's been the vocal voices
because
have been from the North.
They seem to understand what is at stake. That the man in Kano who owns that hotel, that's my business, is going to benefit in the tax return to Kano more than in Anambra. Yes.
All right. Let's take a few thoughts in. 0700 951 0000 or 0809 5974869. Hello.
Hello, Kimberly.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to Dr. Majeed.
Good afternoon, sir.
Compliment of the season.
The same.
Yes, I mean, for this analogy, quickly, let me add to what Dr. Majeed has been saying about what some of us are saying. Most of the corporate, in regard to taxation, this is what I want to contribute. Most of the corporate headquarters, for example, MTN, banks, and others, are in Lagos. And we are here, spread all over the country, transacting the business with these corporate organizations. And he said the tax in the corporate headquarters should be given to the state where the corporate headquarters is. That's the argument now. Because
sorry, sir. But, this proposed bill has actually invalidated our older position. Meaning that Lagos being host to headquarters is no longer going to get the tax automatically. They are not going to find a way to know where the revenue are generated from. So Lagos is going to lose a lot of revenue because of this situation now. So that former provision that the headquarters automatically get, it is no longer to be used. That's part of the reform.
All right.
Yes.
Have you finished your thoughts on this, sir? Go ahead.
Quickly, let me add to what Dr. Majeed has been saying with government, being involved in the business. It is in this country, most of us have been condemning government that they should not be involved in anything to do because they cannot run the business like a private organization. Give us.
Oh dear. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Dr. Majeed, happy New Year, sir.
I wish you the same more.
Thank you, in fact, you have said a lot. who have here, let's see here. It's not follow from Niger State. So follow me. See, Gary, when my father was alive, there is tax they used to pay. You understand? Their own personal tax in Onitsha. You understand? Immediately you landed on Onitsha, they will just arrest you and not for tax clearance. I think somebody should also call and not if I'm telling lie. You understand? As from early 90s, 80s, 70s, if not now. So people from Southeast, I believe they are aware of those taxes. They are used to it. You understand? And our problem is that are they going to use it to develop the state or the country? That is just our problem. Let him know me that subsidy is gone. You understand? That's just our fear. And it will make us even the electors to elect a very good people that will go for investors. You understand? And develop the state. So that's just the problem. I believe if we are electing governor, we should elect those people that
all right.
So that the people will
all right.
also develop. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's hear another caller quickly. Hello.
Afternoon, Kim.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Kim, Happy New Year, Kim.
I wish you same.
Prophet Michael Uchemoke.
Go ahead, sir.
This tax reform is neither here or there. That is what I would say. Nigeria as a country, I continue to tell us that Nigeria is very, very important in this planet Earth. But we don't know the values of Nigeria. We as people, we are really getting it wrong. For government, what they are giving to us is remnant. It's been like that for a long time. Nigerians don't have any business that will connect them to poverty. Nigeria is very rich. Once we start getting it right, then the whole world will stand up with us. But we cannot get it right because there are reasons why we are not getting it right.
All right, sir. Let's run for the news. Thank you very much. Dorcas is seated for the update. Let's join her for the news at the top of the hour. Still with 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk on 95.1.
This is